friends. We are just giving it a few more minutes. Some of our media colleagues are still joining in, so please bear with us. 2 more minutes, please. Thank you.
Do we have all our friends?
We still have people joining in, but I think we can begin now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for taking the time out to join us today on this momentous occasion for Nissan Motor India. I know a lot of you have a very busy schedule, and I'm honored that you've taken the time out to join us. We have today on this very special occasion Saurabh Vats, our Managing Director, along with Max Messina, who's the chairperson of our MC AMIO. Before we actually go into the session, I'm sorry, I'm going to take another 30 seconds to build in just some housekeeping rules. All of your cameras are switched off and your mics are on mute. At the end of the session, there'll be a Q&A. You can type in your questions in the Q&A section, and I will take them one-on-one, and we'll try and get to as many as possible. That is a promise from us today. And in case we are not able to, pardon us, but we will get back to you with an answer. Request you to please direct your questions towards the product that we are revealing today. And for any other queries, you can reach out separately to us. Thank you for that. Thank you for adjusting with us on this rule. I will now hand it over to Saurabh, who is going to take the session forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanika. Good morning, India. Namaste, all my friends. It's once again great to see all of you here joining us today for this milestone moment for Nissan in India. We've been talking about what we are planning to do in India, and this is the time when we are going to unveil the name of our second product. We unveiled the name of our first product a few days ago, in fact in October, and now we are here to unveil the name of our second product to you. In fact, this second product is going to be the first one to be launched, so it's going to be fairly interesting, because 2026 is going to be the year for Nissan's resurgence in India. And like we've been telling you, we're bringing 3 new models in less than 16 months. So in the showrooms, we are going to have 4 cars, 3 of them brand new. And in fact, the first one goes live in Q4 of this financial year, like we said. And we are here today to introduce this model to you as we get along. Today, joining me online is Mr. Max Messina. He is the chairperson of the managing committee of the AMIO region. As you all know, the AMIO region is a very, very large region. It starts from Africa, Middle East, India, Europe, Oceania, all the way to Australia and New Zealand. So it's a very large region, and it holds its position of prominence in our business. With that, I'm going to invite Mr. Max Messina to talk a little more about the region and what we're going to do ahead. And let's start with that. Max, can we have you on screen, please?
Yes, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a good day. And of course, we are very excited to be here with all the journalists, the press, to unveil such a great moment for us. The Nissan product offensive in India, I would say, begins today. We're making a powerful step into the brand resurgence as part of the global Green Nissan strategy. Of course, with the three new models on the way, the BMPV, the Tecton CSUV in 26, and the 7-seater CSUV in 27, India is poised to play a pivotal role in driving Amayo's future, grow, strengthen Nissan presence in one of the world's most dynamic automotive markets. As was anticipated, the Amayo performance in MPL product is very important to secure that the Amayo performance keep going into the direction that, of course, we are aiming. Amayo continued to be a very strong contributor to the global presence in 25. And of course, with Nissan Motor India product planning now coming alive, we can demonstrate clear business progresses in our coming lineup. As a part of this, we are been focusing as a region, but as a company, on different aspects. Of course, Nissan is going through a plan which is called Nissn. We are working on reducing our cost structure across the globe, and we are redefining markets and product strategy. Of course, India is one of the center core of this strategy. But as well, we are reinforcing partnership because, of course, we keep engaging with our partners, which are Renault and Mitsubishi across the globe. As a matter of fact, our commitment as a company back to the markets is generating operating profit and free cash flow positive by the end of 2026. Now, when we talk about Amayo region, as you can see probably yourself, we are very diversified, very spread. We start in New Zealand and we finish toward the end of Europe. We have 140 markets, 4 continents, and we represent 53% of the global population, 30% of the world TAV, and we have 650,000 vehicles which have been selling in 2024. The workforce is composed by 13,000 people, and we sell 26 models with 5 partnerships and 5 powertrains in 5 plants across the globe. So clearly, it's very diversified. For this today, we are here to make sure that India remains at the core of our long-term strategy. Now, if we want to focus exactly on India, as I said, we have a relevant and competitive product portfolio. And today is another cornerstone of this journey. Magnite model year 26 has been launched. Tecton has been presented, but we have 2 other models are coming, one in 26 and one in 27. Today, we're going to talk about one of these. This is a clear demonstration that Nissan aim is expansion in India, becoming more and more prominent to the Indian customers. Of course, this is coming with a very, very, very strong partnership with our allied Renault. But of course, we're going to use India to India, but as well India to export. It's a very solid hub of export. From India, we do export across many, many continents. And this is our second largest in the AMEO region. So a lot of excitement coming ahead in this perspective. Now, when comes the time about committing, of course, we started this journey long time ago now, few years ago, and we have been keep working to secure days like that were relevant to secure our long-term presence in a country, which is clear for us is strategic, remains strategic, and will stay as such. So we want to be as much as possible connected to our customers across the country, but as well we want to leverage on skill, expertise. We do have very significant capabilities in this region that for us are relevant to be exploited in terms of sales, marketing, commercial, product, engineering, and other services, including our bank that is in the country. Now, of course, this is very important because the cars that we're bringing today are clearly vehicles that fit and fulfill the necessity, the needs, the ambition, and the dream of millions of Indians. Our vehicles are designed for the market, are designed to mean something to the market. So the name that as well we picked for the vehicle should and will resonate to each Indian customer. And this is a very important cornerstone which defines how successful we will be in India over the next years. So,
India isn't ordinary. It's incredible. Today, Indians aspire for more. Aspirations that aren't tied to a single milestone. Aspirations that inspire us to defy ordinary. Gangotri to Godavari, Gujarat to Garo Hills. A lifetime is less to discover India's geography. A car with its joyful and flexible 7 seats to celebrate our togetherness on every journey. The tilak, the taweez, the karpan, or the beads of the rosary. Diverse are the rituals of India to feel safe. Hence, we engineered safety in this car for you and your loved ones, not just as a ritual. Indians express feelings and emotions via a rich repertoire of art forms, like the Madhubani, Varli, Pattachitra, Kalamkari, and more, inspiring us to be vibrant, so much so that we call this car a modern art form on 4 wheels. More than 19,000 vernaculars mark the diversity of India's vastness. Yet, people behave as one. It's our supreme versatility, a dimension so unique that it inspired us to craft joyful modularity in this car for every Indian. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, India's way of saying the world is our family. We love to take our family everywhere. Inclusivity, therefore, is the core of this car's design and detail for large families as well as every duty-bound journey. Today, India is unstoppable with its 1.4 billion people. Science and innovation propel that momentum. Nissan is Japanese and tech is our DNA, inspiring this car to be the pride of over 1 billion Indians. India and Indians aspire to be a class above, driving the wheels of the fastest growing economy. In fact, it's a nation in rapid progress, inspiring us to make a car that takes people to new heights. Presenting the all-new Nissan Gravite, each letter of the name inspired by 1.4 billion Indians, defying ordinary every day.
Thank you, Max. With that, you just saw, we have named this vehicle Gravite, and we are very pleased and happy to dedicate this to all the Indians and India. As you can see, it's inspired by the very soul of India. It's inspired by the very fabric and tapestry of India and all that aspirations that we have, all the consumers, their aspirations, and this is dedicated to all our Indian fellow beings. So this name is out, Gravite. The first vehicle that we shared with you was Tecton. The second one is Gravite, and I'm going to share some glimpses of what this vehicle is going to look like. This is coming up very, very soon in the showrooms. Like we said, in Q4 of this financial year, you're going to have this vehicle in the showrooms. So this vehicle is coming up very, very soon. Now, can we have the pictures for the Gravite? Let's share. Yeah, so there you see the lovely Gravite name on the bonnet of the vehicle. It's a beautiful, strong Nissan signature face that you see here with a very strong silhouette on the bonnet. You can see those scoop lines on the bonnet. It's a very well sculpted and a bold front face of Nissan, which is going to be leading the resurgence of the brand Nissan in India. And while we are sharing these glimpses, very soon we are going to reveal the full vehicle to you. But this is what the Gravite front face is going to be looking like. It's got a wide front grille coming up into the lamps on both sides. It's got the width, it's got the presence, and it's got very nice, lean, muscular lines on the bonnet as well. If you go to the next image, this is the full front head-on look of the car, and you can see the Gravite lettering will come in on the bonnet in a very bold fashion. You will see the signature grille of Nissan, which is going to go in and with the connected lights and the chrome elements in between. So this is going to be a very nice, bold-looking MPV, and it's going to set new benchmarks in the industry as we bring it out into the market. Next picture, please. This is the rear of the car. You can see the design elements go all the way back into the rear. You can see the sculpted shoulder at the C-pillar, which is coming into the signature lights of the car. And then, of course, the massive chrome element, which also houses the Nissan logo in between. So it's almost connected on both ends. Gravite lettering at the back as well. And you have the signature C-style elements on the car as well. So you can already start imagining this car has got a very strong road presence. It's got the width, it's got the length, and it's very signature Nissan styling that you see. And you see very lean, muscular lines as well on the car. Like we said, it's going to be very joyfully modular. It's got 7 seats on it, which are going to be fairly flexible. It's going to be able to cater to all your needs, requirements, and aspirations as we go ahead. So once again, very important for us to thank each one of you for joining us today for the unveil of the name of Nissan Gravite, which is our new BMPV 7-seater. This goes on sale in the last quarter of this financial year, which is early next year, early next calendar year. And we're looking forward to more interactions with you, and I'm going to share some highlights on what are the next steps very, very soon. As you can see, in January, we go ahead with the Nissan Gravite launch. So that's coming up. In fact, December is going to be our last month when we are going to have one mainstream car in our showrooms, because starting next year, we are going from 1 to 4 very, very quickly and rapidly, like Max just explained. So Nissan Gravite is going to be in the showrooms in the next quarter. We have the all-new Nissan Tecton brand resurgence event, which is coming up early in Feb. As you can see, that's in Feb 2026. And Max will be here in India at that point in time. And we will be meeting all of you and showcasing a lot of other interesting stuff as well to you. And then in March 2026, we have Gravite going on sale across India. So in Jan, we launched the car, and then, of course, in March 26, this goes on sale across all showrooms in India. And while speaking of showrooms, it's very important for me to share with you, right now we have 155 showrooms in the country, and like we've shared with you, by the end of financial year 26-27, we are aiming to go up to 250 showrooms. We've already announced the 100 new locations where new partners are coming in. So you will see now Nissan spreading its footprint as well across the country, both in terms of showroom as well as our service reach across the country, going closer to consumers as we grow from 1 segment to 4. So with that, Max, would you like to add something to what you're looking forward to in Feb when you're here for that big event?
Thank you. I guess you said many, but of course we could have a great celebration today, as we're going to have in February. Very few brands have the capacity to launch so much product at the same time.
Right.
So I think it's important that Nissan is walking the talk, is making sure that our customers can walk into the showroom to find the vehicles that fit their purpose. So as a matter of fact, this is a clear demonstration that all what we've been working hard is coming to life. I know very well India. I've been coming for business for the last 20 years. It's one of my favorite places. I know how and what Indians are looking for. And definitely these vehicles will be at the core, at the center of their choice, I have no doubt. Because of technology, because of design, because of the features that we're bringing to this vehicle. So a great moment for us, but great moment for India, and great moment for our customers that can definitely come in, drive, and walk away with our vehicles.
Thanks, Max. Yes, absolutely true. In fact, today is going to be a great celebration. We are unveiling the name of Gravite, and we're getting ready to welcome more and more customers into our expanding network now. So once again, to all the friends who've joined online, I would like to thank you for joining us, sparing your time and joining us and being with us on this journey for Nissan's resurgence in India. We promise you it's going to be exciting and lots more is coming up, like Max said. With that, thank you so much, and I'm going to hand it back to Kanika, and we're going to take your questions.
Thank you, Saurabh, thank you, Max, and we are very excited to have the Gravite in showrooms, like Saurabh said, very soon. We are now open to questions. I'm going to request